What's up, you guys? My name is Anna Chase, and this is Wild Abundant Life. On this channel, we talk about things like essential oils and natural wellness and how to get those things into your life as part of your routine so that it doesn't feel like such a mystery. Today, I am sporting some 3 or 4 day old hair here, and I am all out of my homemade dry shampoo. So I'm going to show you what I do to make that. Before dry shampoo was a big thing, I thought I invented it, and I used everything from baby powder to face powder to just kind of smudge into my roots. One time I was at work at my overnight job, and I actually put flour in my hair, and then it rained that day, so I don't recommend that. Flour is not a good I can't believe I'm admitting that. Flour is not a good ingredient in any dry shampoo unless you want to make a paste helmet. But I don't want to do that. So what I found is a combination of things that actually work better for me than what you can buy in the store. So at the store, they have the spray in kind. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of gets gunked up. And then I have streaks of white in the back of my hair because I can't see it back there. And also baby powder, I used that for years. It would also have the same white streak effect. And I noticed after a while of using it, my hair got very dry and very brittle. And that's the exact opposite of what we're trying to do when we go days in between washing. We're trying to make our hair stronger. We're trying to train our scalp to produce less oil. And it's just better for your hair to not wash it every day. So I was doing the exact opposite by using baby powder and drying it out. So here are the ingredients of the one that I personally use. You'll notice that I did not set this up as a beauty shot. This is not a clean jar. This is the same jar that I use over and over and over again. I actually use this, guys. This is not just a promotional tool that I use. Okay, so this is Arrowroot Powder. You can just get this from Amazon. I'll put a link in the video description. It's organic. That's all I know about it. I actually don't cook with arrowroot powder, so I don't even know what it's for, but it works great. It works really, really well as a dry shampoo base, okay? Then we have cocoa powder. If you have bright blonde hair, you don't need cocoa powder, but if you have any dishwater blonde or roots or anything like that, you're gonna want a little bit of cocoa powder. And then you just pick some oils to go in it to make it smell nice, especially if somebody burned popcorn in your house, like somebody did the other day at my house, or if you're working out, this is a really good thing to kind of help absorb some of that sweat or oil, and then also give off a nice clean smell in between, okay? And it doesn't smell like shampoo. It smells very much like you, because you are in charge of what oils you put in there. But we'll talk about what oils are good for your hair in just a minute. Okay, so you're not gonna believe how easy this is. You need a little jar like this. This is, I think, a half pint. So we're not going to make very much at a time, and it actually lasts a really long time. And then this is a makeup brush where the top broke off and it fits right in there, and I just leave it in there all the time. It's good to have a dedicated brush for putting your dry shampoo in your hair because you don't want to be wiping that on top of your makeup when you put your powder on later, okay? Or your whatever you put on your face, your blush or your bronzer or whatever it is. Okay, so, oh, I love the smell of this stuff. I'm gonna show you what oils I use, and then I'm gonna show you other oils that you can use for specific purposes. So we're gonna start with the arrowroot powder. This stuff is super, super fine, and it doesn't cake at all, like, you know, flour would. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just using a 1/4 cup. We're just gonna make a small amount here because I just noticed it lasts forever. I'm gonna have to clean up my surface after this. All right, and then depending on how light or dark your hair is, that's how much cocoa powder you use. All right, I wanted to make this video for you today because I was out and my hair was oily. And then I realized I was completely out of cocoa powder. So this is compliments of my lovely neighbor, Malika. Her kid brought it over for me. Okay, thanks, Malika. All right, so I'm gonna mix some of that in there. I just did a little teaspoonful because I've got fairly light hair. I don't want it to be darker than my hair, right? Ooh, did you see that? It's always funny mixing things while the camera is rolling because I'm making a mess always. Okay, and I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more. And this is all, like, you could eat this. I don't know why you would want to, but it's all very, very natural and healthy for your body. Do you know what is in those sprays that you put on your hair? I don't either. And all the ingredients aren't even listed, so we don't know what they're doing to us. And I just read an article about synthetic, hold on, I'm almost mixed. I just read an article about synthetic fragrances that made my skin crawl, and how they're used with bonding agents so that they never leave, they never separate again from whatever they are trying to make smell better. And it just freaked me out. Okay, so try to avoid those synthetic fragrances whenever possible. They're just not good, and they just keep finding out more problems that they're causing with our actual health. Okay, so the oils that I use in this, now they're all dusty. I use tea tree, which is also sometimes called melaleuca. I use geranium. Tea tree is just great for the scalp, okay? It's cleansing, it smells really clean, it's great for the scalp. Geranium is great for hormones, and it's also great for the scalp. I like to use geranium as often as possible because I can be a hot mess with my family all around, and I just want to be a nice person, and that helps kind of get control over that. Peppermint is very stimulating to the scalp. Again, it feels good, it's cooling, it smells great. So I use peppermint also. And then lavender. Lavender is one that's good for all types of skin, including the scalp. And so those are the ones that I use. I don't particularly like the smell of tea tree, so I do put quite a bit of tea tree in here. Let's do like 5. And that's a lot. This is very potent. When you use doTERRA oils, you don't have to use as much. So you might think you're getting a bargain using another oil. You're not. You're going to have to use a lot more. With geranium, I might add more to it later. I used about 5. I think I'm just going to do 5 of each to make it real simple. Okay. When you use essential oils, you want to hold it at a 45-degree angle and just wait for one little drop at a time to come out. There we go. And this one was lavender. All right, and that's the whole process, guys. That is how you make it. So you're gonna stir that up. You wanna get those oils really incorporated throughout the powder. It'll absorb it, but it really doesn't clump, which is nice. It's gonna be good for you because you're probably gonna do this in a kitchen and not your bedroom. Then you can have a counter to wipe up and not have to vacuum everything that you just got your arrowroot powder on. Okay, that's okay. All right, and it does have a tiny bit of a cocoa scent. You can always add a little bit more oils if that bugs you. I can usually tell at the end of the day. I can smell the cocoa, but it's pleasant. Definitely pleasant with that peppermint. All right, so let me just show you how to apply this, and then I'll tell you the rest of the oils that are possible to use. All right, I'll tap this off. Get my little brush here. And definitely clean this brush every so often, just to make sure that it's not, you know, collecting anything gross. Okay, but it's got tea tree in it, so that should help with that. That should prevent that. Okay, see my hair's kind of shiny and oily there. You just make your part, tap off a lot of it. You barely need any. And then you're just gonna kind of paint it on. I use a little bit more in the front than in the back, but whatever. Okay, and this is the quick version because I am using my camera as a mirror. Oh, it smells so nice. Geranium is one of those oils that it takes a little getting used to. And then once you feel the effect of it, because it's so calming and it's so regulating for the hormones, I should say it supports balanced hormones. Okay, make sure we're all compliant with our language here. All right, so just right along the hairline, and then just kind of rub it in. If you find that you put too much, you can use your hair dryer and just blow out the extra. You can also brush it through. And if you are training your scalp to go longer between washes, another good thing to do is to invest in a boar bristle brush, okay? The boar bristles, you can get them on Amazon. The boar bristle brush actually helps move the oil from your scalp, which is actually very good for your hair, helps move it down through your hair. So even if you have curly hair, I usually wear mine curly, you can brush out your hair right before you wash it and try to move a lot of those oils down, and it'll protect the ends when you wash your hair. So that's a good practice to use as well. What I do is I wear it curly for a couple of days. If you're trying to put dry shampoo, do you see how much different that looks? It looks much better. If you're trying to put dry shampoo in curly hair, I do the same thing. I kind of work it through and just kind of, you know, just put it as little as possible, because you will start to kind of straighten out the top, and if you're looking for volume up there, you don't really want to do that. But I've noticed that this actually helps with root volume as well. Oh, and then I'll show you how this fits right in there. It was a total accident that this worked out like this, but, and then this goes under my bathroom cabinet and it just stays there until I need it. For curly hair, sometimes I'll put the dry shampoo on my roots, let it settle in for an hour or so, and then if I need to spray my hair to kind of rejuvenate my curls, I can do that, and it doesn't mess up. It doesn't make this pasty, or it doesn't really rinse it out or anything. It doesn't make it oily again, because you've already done the work of absorbing the oil. That's all there is to it. Now, I'm going to show you a couple other options. I have this really handy book called Advanced Oil Magic. I give these books and a different one, The Essential Life. I give these books to new customers, and if you're interested in getting one, let me know, because you just place a qualifying first order and I'll send you one. But here's the reason that I love these so much, is because they have tons of tried and true recipes in them and oils that do specific things for the body. Okay, so if you're dealing with greasy or oily hair, here are some oils that you can help support that, and just kind of minimizing the oiliness in your hair. Basil. Basil is a very strong smelling oil, so if you use that, you're going to want to use very little of it, but it is going to help with that. Basil, Roman chamomile, cedarwood, which I have right here, eucalyptus, and lemongrass. So those are going to help decrease oily hair. And then if you're dealing with hair loss, why not add some oils to your dry shampoo that could help with that as well? So we have rosemary, peppermint, geranium. Those are why I put those in mine. Spikenard, and oh, and then it says to use the Vitality Trio, which is a supplement, but I can point you in the right direction if you're interested in that. It's called Lifelong Vitality Supplements. All right. That's all you do, guys. That's how you make a very good, very invisible dry shampoo that you can use every day. You can put it on your hair the first day you wash it even. So that's all you need to know to make your own jar of homemade dry shampoo. I'm going to go put this away in my bathroom, and I'm going to go take this cocoa powder back to my neighbor. Thanks, Malika, for helping me out. If you like videos like this, easy tips for using essential oils or replacing those heavy chemicals that you're using in your bathroom or your kitchen, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications. Like this video so that other people know that it's worth watching. Share it on Facebook, whatever you feel like doing. But be sure and come back and see me sometime, because I'm going to be making lots more videos like this. And I don't want anybody's oils sitting on their shelf collecting dust. These are valuable, they're really good for you, and they're helping you build a non-toxic household by getting rid of other things that you've been using and putting these in their place. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you next time.